Hi everyone, this is Stephanie Miller. I'm the branch librarian at the San Francisco Theological Seminary. Today you're going to learn how to use our eJournal portal. This is something that's really useful when you're looking at a list of required readings from your professor, or maybe they've told you about a journal that's essential to read in your field. Maybe you're just tracking down information from a footnote or a citation in something else you've read. Maybe you're looking for related works, or you're trying to get a feel for the larger conversation around a topic. Any of those reasons are completely valid for using this tool. So, without further ado, let's get started. To navigate to the eJournal portal, you'll find it on our electronic resources page. And if you scroll down, it's this blue button that reads Have an Article Citation. Now, let's say I've done some research and I found a really great article. Here it is over here. It's from this chaplaincy at Ground Zero. And I've read the article, and suddenly I dive into the footnotes and I see, wait a minute, correlates of compassion, fatigue, and burnout. This is really interesting to me. And I can tell it's a journal because of the notations after it, volume and issue, page numbers, plus the journal title has journal in it. So when I go to get to that particular journal to see if we own it, if I can read that article, I go to the eJournal portal. It's asking us to search by title or an identification number. And it doesn't mean title of the article. It means the title of the journal. So going back to my article, I know I need to search for Journal of Pastoral Care and Counseling. And I've got a result. Now, it shows me the date range that we subscribe to and where I can access it. So I'll want to click this link to go right to the journal and then see if I can find the article in there. So here's the journal page. I could navigate by volume, year, issue, but I'm going to use this handy tool to the left, search within this publication. And I remember that the title featured compassion fatigue. I might also see a lot of other interesting articles that include that same phrase. And in fact, there's 4 articles in this journal that use that phrase. But I remember it started with correlates, and the author is Flannelly, and we do have full text access to this article. So I've successfully tracked down this article just from the citation by using the eJournal portal. My next example is one, let's say I'm taking a feminist theory class and the professor says, you gotta read this journal, it's feminist theology. In the eJournal portal, I can just do a search for that journal and make sure that I spell it correctly. And I can see that we have access to this journal in a variety of databases. So if, say, one of them doesn't link me, I can always go back and try the other link too. So here's the Feminist Theology Journal, and here's the issues over to the right, and I can click on it and then navigate to the most recent journal that I have access to and get the latest on feminist theology. Now, another example I want to show is we've seen 2 journals that are hosted in the same platform, this ATLA religion database provided to us by EBSCOhost. What about journals that look a little different? And you might come across some journals that do look very different. There's this cool film journal called Screening the Past. It's openly available on the web, but I'm going to access it using our eJournal portal. So here's the journal's website, And it looks completely different from what we were seeing in EBSCOhost. They've got this rotating gallery of issues, and I'd have to click on that gallery image to look at the table of contents, what's in this particular journal. And it looks like they list each article as a link that I can then click on and then read the journal article. So finally, you can do some other things in this tool besides just search by journal title. There's more search options. So let's say I'm taking a Buddhist class and I want to see what journals we have access to that fall under Buddhism. So there's 23 listed here that we have access to. And there's one called The Middle Way. So I can see there's a variety of different ranges where we have access to, the earliest being 2001 in this particular database. I'm going to go ahead and do a deep dive in The Middle Way. And I can see I could go all the way back to 2001 and read that journal there. And I discovered this journal just by navigating the subject search options here. If you have any questions about the eJournal portal or trying to track down access to an article, don't hesitate to chat a librarian, emailing us at library@gtu.edu. Thanks for listening.